Chelsea came up short at Anfield on Sunday, falling to a competitive 2-1 defeat to Liverpool. Regardless of the result, it was a positive step forward for Chelsea, who went toe-to-toe with one of the Premier League title favourites. Good evening all your Blues, welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV channel. In this video, we'll find out the latest news about Chelsea FC. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update. Reece James update after comeback. Chelsea captain Reece James has provided an injury update after making his first start of the season. The Blues skipper hadn't started a Premier League game for 10 months, but was thrown back into the deep end on Sunday as Enzo Maresca's side lost 2-1 to Liverpool at Anfield. Maresca has confirmed James will only play one game a week for the foreseeable future after so many injury problems after the last 2 seasons or so, with the club having previously adopted a similar approach with Wesley Fofana and Romeo Lavia. James played an hour at Anfield following a pre-planned substitution as Chelsea lost for the first time since August and confirmed he was feeling good after his comeback. "It was great to be involved again," he said. "I missed playing in big games and playing against big players, so it was a big step. It's been a long time since I started a game, and starting here was always going to be tough, but I'm feeling good. The road to recovery has been tough, it definitely hasn't been easy. I hope to stay strong, keep going, and help the team achieve what we want to achieve." Chelsea are presumably unlikely to include James in their lineup for Thursday's Conference League clash against Panathinaikos, given Maresca's previous comments. Still, the Blues are back in action against Newcastle on Sunday, and James will hope to feature then. Philip Jorgensen hopes soon return. Philip Jorgensen is hopeful of returning in time to get his chance in Chelsea's Conference League clash with Panathinaikos this Thursday, with the goalkeeper having missed out on making the matchday squad at Liverpool because of suspected concussion. Jorgensen, who is the Blues Cup goalie bidding to overtake Robert Sanchez as number 1, had to be substituted while representing Denmark's under-21s last Tuesday after colliding with a teammate. The 22-year-old has shown no adverse symptoms since returning to London, but Chelsea are following the FA's return-to-play protocols, hence his absence at Anfield on Sunday. There has been no specific timeframe placed on his return, as it depends on him passing each stage in order to be signed off, but it is possible Jorgensen could come back in time to start in the Conference League as usual. Panathinaikos would represent an opportunity for him to place extra pressure on Sanchez, who has faced occasional criticism from supporters for his performances this season. Estevao breaks NEYMAR record. Chelsea-bound wonderkid Estevao Willian has broken a record that was previously held by NEYMAR. The Blues, in May, officially announced the signing of the 17-year-old from Palmeiras in a £28 million deal that could rise to £55 million with add-ons. The forward will join Chelsea in the summer after he turns 18, and he has continued to impress in his native Brazil. Estevao registered a goal and an assist in Palmeiras' 5-3 win over Juventude on Sunday night. It took his goal contributions in Brazil's Serie A this year to 18, becoming the most productive under-17 player in the league's history. The previous record was held by NEYMAR, who registered 16 goals and assists while playing for Santos in 2009. Estevao performances at a young age have sent shockwaves within Brazil and is dubbed a Messinho, which in English means a little Messi. Although he is not a fan of the nickname, he already has 2 Brazil caps to his name, having played in the World Cup qualifiers against Paraguay and Ecuador last month. Europe's biggest clubs all queued up for the youngster's signature during the summer, with the likes of Barcelona, Manchester City, and Paris Saint-Germain all in a fight to land the star. However, the lure of Chelsea proved too strong, and the tricky winger decided to snub many of football's most decorated clubs in order to move to Stamford Bridge in 2025 when he turns 18. The Premier League giants will hope Estevao follows in the footsteps of NEYMAR, who has gone on to establish himself as one of the best players of his generation. Kendry Porres, the 17-year-old who plays for Independiente del Valle in Ecuador, has also already agreed a deal to join Chelsea once he turns 18 next year. Nicolas Jackson message after Liverpool defeat. Chelsea can count themselves a touch unlucky not to have got something out of their trip to Anfield to take on Liverpool on Sunday. Enzo Maresca's men, as they have done for much of the season so far, turned in a fine performance but ultimately left pointless from their trip north. A Mohamed Salah penalty, after Levi Colwill tripped Curtis Jones, and a Jones strike won the day for the Reds, who were awarded another penalty on the day, only for VAR to overturn it. Nicolas scored the Blues' goal on Merseyside, equalising for Chelsea soon after half-time. Parity would not last long though, as Jones struck soon after that to secure all 3 points for Onslaught's side. That made it 5 goals and 3 assists in 8 Premier League games for Jackson, who sent a message to his teammates and the Blue supporters after the match. Taking to his Instagram account, the Chelsea striker posted a defiant 3-word message in the wake of the Liverpool defeat. He wrote, "We keep fighting." Chelsea face Panathinaikos in the UEFA Conference League on Thursday night before back-to-back game against Newcastle in the Premier League and Carabao Cup. Dortmund offered Ben Chilwell. Borussia Dortmund were offered Ben Chilwell this past summer, but rejected the chance to sign the out-of-favour Chelsea left-back. Ben Chilwell has only made 1 appearance for Chelsea so far this season, having fallen out of favour under manager Enzo Maresca. The 27-year-old was free to leave Chelsea during the summer transfer window, but failed to secure a move away from the club before deadline day. Now, Sky Sport are claiming that Chilwell was offered to Borussia Dortmund in the summer. Those in charge weighed up a possible move for him, but decided against signing him in the end. Borussia Dortmund considered signing a new left-back in the summer, following the sale of Tom Roth to Union Berlin. But those in charge ultimately chose not to sign a new left-back and promoted highly rated youngster Almudjara Kabar as a backup option for the role instead. Romy Bensebaini and Julian Ryerson have been used in the left-back position by Nuri Sahin so far this season. The report adds that Borussia Dortmund could yet revisit plans to sign a new left-back during the winter transfer window. The BVB bosses signed Ian Maatsen on loan from Chelsea last January, and the Dutchman made a big impact. It remains to be seen if Borussia Dortmund will look to renew their interest in Chilwell anytime soon, but he remains free to leave Chelsea. The former England international still has 3 years left on his current contract. Chelsea back Robert Sanchez after errors. Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez has been criticised for his poor performance against Liverpool on Sunday afternoon as the Blues failed to move into the Champions League places with a 2-1 loss to the Reds at Anfield. But GiveMeSport sources have revealed that Enzo Maresca and his coaching staff prepared to give him more time to impress at the club, despite other stoppers in their squad being in the picture. Sanchez, who cost Chelsea £25 million last summer, has featured in every Premier League game for the Blues this season, with the London club winning 4 of their 8 games in the league. However, they dropped their first away points of the campaign as Mohamed Salah and Curtis Jones breached Sanchez's net to inflict defeat upon the Stamford Bridge outfit. But whilst he has impressed in spells, sources have stated that there could be reason to believe that Sanchez may only get the season to impress before another signing is brought in. GiveMeSport sources have revealed that Chelsea's goalkeeper situation is likely to come back into focus in the new year once the transfer window is open. Sources state that Sanchez was given the support of the new management team at the start of the season, with a fresh slate given to all of their players upon Maresca's arrival at the club, and at present, they are continuing to back and support the Spaniard, despite some difficult moments, including 2 goals conceded directly from errors against former club Brighton and a poor attempt at saving Jones' winner against Liverpool on Sunday. And that's the end of today's video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel.